Hello everybody and welcome back to Doom Eternal Part 2. The last time we played, we began our game. As I mentioned in the last part, for some of you who may be confused, the story takes place 2 years after the previous game. And I know that we haven't seen that inside the game, mentioned that. But according to the wiki, that's when it took place. Before this game came out, I kind of delved into when this game took place because it kind of seemed like it was, you know, it take place at a different time. And that's exactly what it told me. So the official wiki for Doom talks about how this is 2 years after the first game. So I'm guessing we're going to find out how the Doomslayer escaped his capture that he was put in the last game. Of course, the last time we killed one of the Hell Priests and we ran into the big angelic bitch. Now we are headed to the Fortress of Doom. Master levels, huh? Oh, we can't play this yet. So there's Cultist Base and Art Complex. For Doom Eternal, thanks for your eternal dedication. We can't do these yet. Also milestones. Oh, so these are how we get the different things. Oh, that's cute. Ooh, get a crimson costume. Midnight costume. Complete the campaign on any difficulty. Ultra Nightmare, you get the gold costume. Nice. Phobos Slayer costume. The extra life mode with 10 extra lives in your inventory. That actually seems like fun. Classic Doom Marine. Unlock the Classic Marine uniform. The original Praetor suit. The cheat code selection and a single save slot. Going back and getting collectibles. Oh, that right there, the codex pages, that Lore Master reward you get is actually the lithograph poster that you get with the collector edition. That I'm going to actually frame. So, stuff for battle mode as well. Agnostic. Travel 850 meters with a meat hook. Nice. Kill 666 demons. Be all kinds of fun stuff to do when you, also mission select. Nice. Alright. There's gonna be all kinds of fun things to do after this game's done that I'm gonna be going back and playing. I mean, I don't really play the multiplayer, but the, going back and getting everything, like, collectible-wise and stuff, is always really fun.
I do not have the means to locate the second Hell Priest. Your celestial locator is missing a component. We will need a replacement.
How do I want to walk around. I want to walk around this place.
The flame belch is now ready for your approval.
Ooh. So what the hell?
This is an ARC broadcast. There
are reports. Oh, it's gonna read it for me, but I guess we'll just go ahead and read this. There are reports coming out of the quarantine hellified zone near the San Andreas Chasm. Satellite imagery shows that ARC personnel believe to be the legendary Doomslayer himself fighting the mortally challenged. The mortally challenged. The Doomslayer, Doom Guy, as he is sometimes referred to, was thought to be a myth of the Resistance, a sort of avenging angel. He was last reported to be seen on Mars and is allegedly responsible for the destruction of the Argent Tower there. He disappeared soon afterwards. The UAC continues to deny all reports of his existence. We will continue to broadcast new information as we receive it. Oh, well, the UAC's got a problem now.
Hellified zone near the San Andreas Chasm. Satellite imagery show what ARC personnel
There's
believed
the
to be
master
the
levels.
legendary Doomslayer himself, fighting the mortally challenged. The Doomslayer, or Doom Guy, as he is sometimes referred to.
So this is where the portal is.
Resistance, a sort of avenging angel. He was last reported to be seen on Mars, and is allegedly responsible
So what is
for the
this?
destruction of the Argent Tower there. He disappeared soon afterwards.
This thing.
UHC continues to deny all reports of his existence.
It's like a demon.
We will continue to broadcast.
I don't know what this is either. I can't go in there. All kinds of like stuff. What is that thing? Not going here either yet. Or here. So now this is the upgrade for the launcher. It's like a flamethrower, basically. That's so fucking cool. They will drop armor shards. Kill them will drop the most armor. That's actually very useful. Oh, so that's what this thing is, a Sentinel crystal? Okay. Oh, so this is the upgrade stuff. Use the Sentinel crystal to permanently upgrade your health, armor, or ammo capacities. Well, I already know what I'm going to be doing. So, ooh, so this... Okay, so we actually have a lot of different stuff. Resources, so let's see here. 4 upgrades available for each category. So you can upgrade the selection should you currently upgrade capacities for health, armor, ammo. Unlocking 2 linked upgrades also give you a bonus upgrade, considering the bonus upgrade when you're selecting your Sentinel Crystal upgrades. Okay, cool. Okay, so we have Quick Draw Belch. Flame Belch takes less time to cool down. This increases health. This increases armor. Heavy and super duper stay on fire longer. Demons drop armor at a faster rate. As long as you're at max armor, all armor pickups contribute to Blood Punch. Max health all contribute to resources drops get pulled in away from much further away. Let's do that. Let's unlock some ammo. Yeah, because we want more ammo. Ooh, big plane flying overhead, guys. Or a helicopter. Health, armor, and ammo upgrades are immediately applied, along with unlock bonus upgrades. Search the environment to locate more Sentinel crystals.
The portal is activated and ready when you are.
Okay, so I can't go anywhere else currently. All kinds of stuff. Like it's like a big old like station, as you can clearly see. Obviously, as we go, we'll be able to unlock more stuff. So this is like the home base, basically.
This is an ARC broadcast. There are reports coming out of the quarantined Hellified zone near the San Andreas Chasm. Satellite imagery show what ARC personnel believe to be the legendary Doomslayer. Fighting.
There's actually, see, there's like some book stuff below us.
Challenged.
We can't get it yet because we
Doomslayer,
don't
or
have the
Doom
ability to
Guy,
go down.
as he is
Alright, Exultia. To put into the demonic consumption of Earth, the Hell Priests must be eliminated. Following the death of D. Nylox, the remaining 2 Hell Priests have gone missing. You must return to Exultia, forsaken city of Sentinel Pass, to acquire the device necessary to locate the remaining priests and save Earth. Slayer gates are disabled when using cheat codes. Power demons. Demons that killed another player in their campaign. Drop extra resources when killed. Disappear if you die. Keep moving in combat. Yep, of course. Combat encounters, additional fights with demons, demons, fire, progress. Slayer gates are special fights sealed behind locked doors. So encounters are timed fights hidden in the mission. Oh wow. Boss fights. Cool. Zoltia, huh? So these are the knights that we saw in the previous game. They, dead titan. It is. Whoa, big ass armor. So these like knights were the knights that I saw that were helping me in the previous game at the end. What is that? It's a ghost dog. What up, bitches? These zombies kind of look a little different. Exultia, story of the Sentinels, huh? Translation from the Ligra Sul Tangenta, Book of Kings. This is the image. Got some like concept art, which is nice. What treachery comes from our darkest selves, driven by greed and want? For I have been deceived by the Deeg. They came north with I, the priest, as allies to our cause against the Khan Maker and her unscrupulous methods. Their silvery tongues wagging, they laid a plan for us and sowed the seeds of desire for hasty triumph. They claim knowledge of the Maker's source of power in the demon realm. A vast foundry of souls for the innocent are put to the fire for the essence. In the foundry's destruction, our victory is assured, they told us. And the fools that we were, that I am, believed their lies. On their word, we sent the Doomslayer and the Night Sentinels to destroy the foundry, and the priests cast a gate for their egress. As the last veteran encountered the demon's empire, our final hope of reclaiming our dominion, the Deeg closed the path and left them stranded. They were trapped, lost in the eternal void by the action of the traitors. How could I not see their intention? Am I blinded by grief for the loss of Taras Nabad, of my people? We have fled again, with barely a legion of the Night Sentinels left to protect us. The Deeg are gone, returned to their mistress. May the race forgive my failure. Alright. Oh boy, we got a flying bat. We got a flying thing. It's a gargoyle. Holy shit. Like their imp brethren, the gargoyle is an agile, relentless pack hunter. Native to the Sentinel world, this beast has plagued the Sentinel Guard for centuries. It's one of the few demons breeds that could bypass the wall defenses of Sentinel Prime. The gargoyle could appear without warning and claim hapless townspeople before disappearing into the wasteland. Only the most skilled marksmen of the Night Sentinels could intercept this aerial threat, a peril which demanded an ever-vigilant watch over the city's perimeter. spent like 2 extra shots for the shotgun. Shitty. 33 eating glory kills, huh? King Novik's chamber. Oh boy! We got the big boy. The Hell Knights. Chain gun will quickly follow Demon. That's true. In the last game, the chain gun was their weakness. The Hell Knight, warrior beast among demons, has earned its place over the millennia in service of the eternal archdemons. As imposed by the sovereign houses, Hell Knights have long served as barbaric forces in the netherworld, impelling lesser demons by way of brutality. Rare among demonkind for its innate regard for primal orders of hierarchy, the Hell Knight exhibits adherence to the prevailing rule of the Demon Lord Masters. Requiring little compulsion on behalf of its highborn masters, Hell Knights readily serve the elder Hell Gods for the extent of their lifespans, reaping great satisfaction in the way of war and desecration. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I keep meaning to switch my weapon, and then I keep forgetting it's RB. Dog again. Blood punch. Oh dear. What does this do? It deals extra damage. Glory kills fill the blood punch meter. Once charged, press RS to unleash it. It's like a... Oh, so it just like kills everybody around at once. Like that. Oh, you must have one up. Runes. Runes enhance your abilities or enable new abilities. You have limited rune slots to choose your runes to fit your playstyle. Oh, okay. Glory feels faster. Glory kill from much further away. Speed boost after getting glory kill. Movement speed while in air. We'll do glory kills faster, I think. Oh, so you equip them in the thing. Okay, I get it. Unlock more rune slots. Yeah, swap to food. Okay. Extra life. Now them all. Oh, an Arachnotron toy! How cute. So I'm guessing that all those toys are going to be different now, which is going to be cool. I wonder if there's a way to view them all in the menu. I didn't actually look. Alright, I guess we're just... Bone him up. So I wonder if later on you'll be able to upgrade it where you get more. Like more blood punches, so you can like stock them up and use them. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Weapon points. Complete all the encounters in the mission to earn weapon points. The demonic corruption meter tracks the points you've earned. Each mission has 10 weapon points total. Some weapon points in the arsenal tab. Oh, so it's like the weapon upgrades. Yeah, thing. Upgrade. Your weapon mods comes on your weapon wheel and apply skins to weapons. Okay, so I think... Well, I definitely... Let me see here. I definitely find myself using the sticky bombs for the shotgun a lot. So mastery, 5 sticky bombs for having to reload the mod. First all upgrades. Explosion size increased, reload speed. Let's do reload speed, because that's definitely necessary, I think. So yeah, there is the full auto, but see, the thing is, I don't typically I feel like the thing is you want to upgrade really what you use a lot of. So like for me, micro missiles is definitely something that I would use. So load time, I think we'll get this as well. Because yeah, like I think you really want to start. You really want to upgrade the mods that you are using the most of. So for the shotgun, it's gonna be like the micro. It'll be like the the explosive shot. For the... God damn it, I keep doing that every time. For the assault rifle, it's going to be the micro missiles. Yeah, I mean... I can't go in here. But... I'll be able to come back. There's a... What is this? It's like another combat encounter. I guess we'll find out. We'll be able to come back. Well, like I said, you know, we'll be able to come back through here as we go. Currently, we just kind of want to... Yeah, check out the map frequently. Those statues of the knights. I really do like that. I like that blood punch. It's really, really cool. The wolf. Argenta legends speak of sentinel beasts, loyal creatures that lived as companions of the hardened warriors. Often larger, swifter, and stronger than others of their kind, these animals shared instincts with their masters and aided them in battle. The night sentinels never shared publicly the origin of these creatures, for only they stood worthy of them. Huh. Okay. I don't know how to get over here. Maybe they're just places you can't get yet. That thing over there, which I definitely want. Oh, so I'm going to jump on top of this. There we go. History of the Sentinels, Part 1. There's some art. It's pretty cool. There's like a spike through the planet. Translation from the Ligra Soltagenta, Book of Kings. Yep. In the days before man first spoke, an immense shard of rock and metal was cast into the world from the heavens. Thunder and cataclysm shook the land as the skies were torn asunder. The cosmic spear cleft a hole through our mortal lands, pole to pole, from the cold wastes of the umbral plains to the fetid swamps of Ironfang. The womb of the world opened, and the elemental wraiths, the firstborn, spilled forth. They took to the skies, fierce in their emancipation. In their exultation, they brought vitality to the land, and all that felt their breath were awakened from eternal slumber. Fierce beasts and an unforgiving biosphere rose in the passing of their shadow as the wraith call echoed across Argent Denur. First came the Ancestrals, feral creatures invigorated by the magic of the wraiths. They grew to enormous heights, mighty behemoths who waged war with each other for years untold. Their battles tore the land asunder and destroyed all creation caught in their wake. The wraith call continued to spread across the land, and soon the Argenta emerged from the steppes, our souls stirred into form by the power of their breath. The Titans towered over the wild-blooded tribes, but found them uncowed. The secret of the sword was discovered, and in the darkness of sweltering mountain forges, we beat steel until it was strong enough to pierce bone and sever flesh. Thus, we came to be, born of rock and fire, lowly in birth, but risen by the strength of our will. By the blessedness of the first ones, we forged sword and shield and took the hammer to the Ancestrals. We claimed dominion of creation by right of blood and magic, and the time of man came to be. So basically, like, I guess the idea is that this is kind of like, it's like another form of like how God created man and earth, but it was like, basically, I think this is like the past of everything. Like, the days before man first spoke, so basically this big sphere came through this planet, the Umbral Plains, Argent Denur, this is places talked about in the first Doom. You know, they talk about how the Ancestrals, they fought each other. The Ancestrals were huge. You remember the Cacodemons were supposed to be. They had they were remnants of the Ancestrals. And the Wraith Call continued. The Titans came, and then men came. And of course, like, the men were these sentinels, these like knights, right, that had to fight back against all the demons and shit that had been created from this entire cosmic birth by this giant, spike that went through the planet. With the ancestral beasts driven back to their bleak valleys, we rose. We tilled the fertile land, husbanded beasts of burden, and built towering cities. In the hallowed palace, on the obsidian throne, we crowned King Ormero, the father, the first of the line that shall reign in perpetuity. We built a cathedral of reflection to worship the first ones, and formed the order of the Deeg, those whose priests pay tribute to the wraiths and appease their temptress hunger. So yeah, the wraiths were like the first that came out. They pay tribute to them. Our sons and daughters chose the path of the sword or the path of the alchemist, for each duty honors the gods. Though our ways were righteous, we were not without strife. Storms and great quakes cast our spires down. Barbaric tribes lay siege to our fields in search of the great gifts Mother Argenta had bestowed upon our world, and the song of the Wraith Call threatened to drive lesser men into madness. We were not lesser men. We defended that which the first ones gifted us, our lands, and right to the bounty held within. We beat back the barbarian hordes and hardened our resolve. We rose above the fire, our bodies and souls tempered, and an unbreakable will was shaped in the forge of battle. What emerged was the heart of our legion, the Order of the Night Sentinels. So obviously, like in the previous game, we know that there were the knights that helped us, put the wraiths. The wraiths were the people that we put into that sword in the first Doom that Samuel Hayden took from us and left us trapped. The wraiths, we put them in that blade, and obviously he used that somehow, and all this shit happened. But the Night Sentinels, those were the guys that were trying to help us get the wraiths into the blade. They worship all that shit. Oh, okay. So we have this here. that. We cannot go up there, but there is a one-up down there. What's this? Dash. Press B to quickly. Ooh, nice. That like recharges. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, it opened up here. Okay. Oh, there's a wall over there. This wall climb is a little jarring. I kind of like it, and I kind of don't at the same time. I think it's kind of cool that you have like this kind of wall climb ability, but I also kind of hate it at the same time because it feels like I'm gonna. If I don't, I'm always gonna fall. That's what it always feels like. I'm gonna fall. Big ol' hallway. And a throne. Here comes my fiery ass.
Why are you here? It is not yours to take.
What's that?
You cannot kill the priests. You know our laws. Despite their transgressions against the Covenant, they are still of Sentinel blood. What you interfere with now is bigger than you can imagine. It is written. It is their time to give penance. If you continue, you will bring down the heavens' wrath. You are but one man. They are no longer your people to save.
So, I guess, you know, in a way, if we kind of focus on what happened in the last game and this game as well. Get an extra life, secret behind the throne. The Doomslayer, I mean, his really, if you remember the testament from the previous game, the testament said that you know, this Doomslayer, he came and he was able to kill everything. He was able to kill all the demons and defeat everything that was thrown at him. And he eventually had this armor forged for him, the Praetor's suit and everything. And then he was eventually tricked and put into the sarcophagus, which is, of course, what he came out of in the previous game. So, really, I guess the thing is that is the Doomslayer doing this to save humanity, or is he doing this just because of the fact that he knows that, you know, he's basically in between a war between, like, what, heaven and hell? Or, I mean, I wouldn't really say it's heaven and hell, but it's just a war between everything. Is he trying to stop this war, or is that his idea that he wants to stop the war and just, like, have everything go back to normal? Or is it that he's doing this to save humanity? Is there a good side to him? King Novik. King Novik ruled over Sentinel Prime for many years as its warrior patriarch, ordained protector of the sovereign Sentinel worlds. The Sentinel people, defined by a legacy of war, deem only those of warrior caste befit to rule, and in times of battle it is expected that the king led from the battlefield rather than from the safety of the throne. As it is written in Sentinel law, king unfit for battle is likewise unfit to rule. For millennia, the Sentinel people have secured their civilization against the threat of invasion from beast and human alike, passing on the mantle of battle to each subsequent generation and refining the craft of war into an art of ultimate mastery. Even in times of peace, the Night Sentinels remain vigilant, developing new technologies of conquest, each the more capable of securing their dominion across the sovereign worlds. Okay. Oh, I can dash midair. Oh, that's fucking cool. There we go, we'll get you. Oh dear. Alright, it's quite a weapon point. Ah, so I'm actually heading out that way. The way that I wanted to go. No, I've gone the wrong way again. This way. This is the way that I wanted to go. So I wanted to get this thing.
The Sentinel battery can be used to provide additional power to your ship. Several modules remain unused.
So I'm still missing quite a few things.
More batteries will enable you to utilize the full functions of your command station.
So I'm guessing that, like, this is not the end of, like, the level. I'm guessing that there's more to this than I've already gotten. Because really, as you can see, we've actually explored everything. Well, maybe we haven't. This can't, like, be a level, right? Like, the end of the level? Oh, okay, there we go. Yay! The plasma rifle. This is my favorite gun, by the way, if you guys were wondering. My favorite gun in all of the games is this plasma rifle. Designed by the UAC's Military Tech Division, the plasma rifle is a standard and energy-based weaponry, firing a superheated plasma in rapid, short-burst intervals. The plasma rifle is capable of overloading energy-based shielding and liquefying enemy combatants. I love the plasma rifle. It's my favorite weapon in the entire game. Well, the entire previous game. Oh, that's a Revenant. This one is, of course, their duties. Is that what they're gonna look? Are they gonna look like the Duke Revenant? Oh no, maybe. Is that just maybe? So this shit just liquefies them, bitch. There's a secret in there. Okay, Codex. I know we have the Revenant. There's the Revenant. The Revenant program, a bioweapon experiment utilizing reanimated necrotic human tissue, was believed to have been destroyed with the collapse of the UAC facility on Mars. However, the emergence of the cultist enclaves on Earth, former UAC deviations now under Hell's direct control, have begun work on a second wave of production of the Revenant program. While much of the platform's existing weapon payload is preserved as originally designed, the cyber neural programming has undergone modification. Pattern signals are wired to the host's frontal cortex, which in turn stimulate a state of frenzied, unrestrained bloodlust. While these signals are active, the host is incapable of thinking or feeling anything but a singular compulsion to inflict death and violence on the living. So if you guys remember from the previous game, those things, they are they're the worst thing you want to become. Because they, basically, you are trapped, like the Argent Wave, basically would like keep you trapped in your body as it transformed you into nothing but bone for weeks at a time. Oh yeah, there we go. Much. If I go through here, say it will take me out to the other side, correct? There's a big old fist here. There we go. That should lead you to the secret. A toy, perhaps? Oh, an album at Doom's Gate? What is this? What does that give me? I got a record. Whoa. I want to know what that is. Okay, so we can't jump there. We have to go down here. But there is this right here. These dead bodies. Okay, we got our auto map. Nice. And I can use the dash midair, which is so cool. Alright, so we can unlock another mod now. Let's see. So the thing that I use the most for the plasma rifle is the heat blast. It unleashes like this wave of heat out from it, which is really useful. So that's what we're gonna end up unlocking first. We can't actually dash through this stuff. We actually have to walk through it. Purple goo.
There is a Sentinel power core nearby. You can use it to activate the mech and clear a path forward.
Oh. Okay, I had to come in here. I didn't realize I had to actually come in here. Because I actually thought I was just going to punch forward, but... Well, I'll wait. So let's stick that in there. Damn. Oh shit. Look at all this. Oh. History of the Sentinels, Part 2. There's that woman. In the time of grief, when King Etrex took the throne, a blessing came to the people of Argenta. White porcelain beings from a world above our own brought gifts to Denur. Observers to our great deeds, admirers of our convictions, they sought to make our bond with our swords and bring lasting order to our world. So this is the heavenly people. They were beings unlike any we had seen before. Sword and shield held no weight against them, for the ethereal flesh of these luminous beings seemed unbound by mortality. Able to move through time and space, they held sway over all dominions of the known and unknown dimensions. Through their ways we grew stronger, our society bolstered by their infinite wisdom and all-knowing power, assuring our people safety for all time, in this world and the next. Where we sharpened the blade and mastered our magic, they bolstered the soul and spirit. Death would no longer be the end for our people. The ones we call the Makers, our new allies in this brutal world, have given us the security in death we fought so hard to achieve in life. We would find eternal peace, and our minds would rest easy with the knowledge that those we fought alongside in battle would join us in the lands beyond the mortal plane. The strength of our ways, the purity of our essence, would by Maker law grant us passage to the great city in the clouds. There our women and children, warriors and kin alike, would welcome us. We adopted the holy doctrines of the Makers, gifted in exchange for the chance to earn eternal rest for our immortal souls in blessed Urdok. The covenant we held now under the embrace of our new gods fostered a peace we had never known, for they were unlike the first ones, whose presence offered no paradise from fear and the uncertainty of existence in a harsh and unforgiving world. The Maker's embrace was warm and guided us into an era of spiritual prosperity. So essentially, basically, it's like everything that came before was all hellish. And, the Sentinels, they fought hard to stay alive. And then the Makers came and basically were like, we have seen what you've done, and basically made a pact with them that allowed them to go to this afterlife, basically this like heaven. Speaking of which, people coming up to chase after me. What the hell is this? Okay. So I'm unlocking a bunch of see? down here, though, there's another platform below. Ah. Oh, what is this? Oh, give me like max everything? Max health, maybe? The air traversal is pretty cool, actually. When you get down to the nitty-gritty of it. Sticky bomb a frag grenade to its mouth. Yeah. So there's a... Oh, so we have to drive that thing into that thing right there. Oh, look at this. Where are we exactly? We're not on that same planet, are we? Are we back on... I don't know. There's so much stuff. Look at all this. Okay. The fighting is a little different than it used to be. I think one of the biggest things is that you really kind of have to know like what weapons against what person, type of thing. Whereas the last Doom, you really could just kind of kill everything if you really wanted to. All kinds of stuff over there. Dash refill. Oh. Oh boy, that's gonna be fun. What's this thing down here? It's like this area over here. Can't actually, Oh, it's a secret encounters are optional. Timed encounters in this world. Just on the secret encounter not be destroyed afterwards. Time to fail, you can retry the secret encounter. I did it! Nice. I have a feeling some of those are going to be a pain in the ass. More of that purple goo. Bloody chain. We have 4 weapon points now. I need 6 for the bigger bomb. What for the heat blast? Yeah, let's do that. Let's upgrade that a little bit. Ooh, we have a big ol' guy here. Damn it. Okay, let's... There we go. Laser cannon to fire. Oh. Some of this platforming I can already tell is going to get super annoying later on down the line. Especially with like things like collectibles and stuff, I can already tell. Alright, so this is armor. Let's do it. Oh, okay, so the bone. Okay, never mind. So yeah, that's the bonus. What you read on here. Oh great, dropping platforms. That's cool. Not in that. Histories of the Sentinels Part 3. A little bit of art there. With machine and enchantment of the makers, the Argenta brought newfound clarity to the desperate realms of the Empyrean Void. We took flight with the support of our gods, spreading the enlightened word of the Con Maker. We discovered there was not one enemy, but many. Worlds and peoples unknown to the Argenta were unveiled, and we saw our own suffering reflected in their eyes. Our righteous army strode into battle under the banner of the Night Sentinels and fought for the freedom of all peoples from the grasp of those who would exploit and prey upon them. Though we battled on soil not our own, the blood we shed in foreign lands safeguarded Argent-Denur, and the sons and daughters that defended it. Through the strange peoples we liberated, new alliances were formed, and our beliefs became their own. Our armies swelled. As the Argenta traversed the stars with gleaming war fleets, the Khan of the Makers approached King Roan on his throne. He sensed his god restless by her disquiet manner. The king and Khan spoke, and the god revealed she had foreseen a schism in the blood of the Argenta. A test would be required to identify its host among us. She spoke of a holy rite to be performed on the strongest of our warriors. Only those that proved worthy would be tested. For the impurity could reside in only the most resilient of our legion, the divinity machine. A great tribute by Maker Scholaris would help us to cleanse any impurities from our flock, ensuring our continued prosperity in this world and in the Maker realm that awaited in the afterlife. The malicious one, if not exhumed from the Antichrist, basically, if not exhumed from our ranks, would jeopardize our safe passage to the heavenly realm of Urdok. The Dark One was not amongst them yet, nor would he be for many generations. Only the Mother God, through divination and Maker sight, would determine when he stood before them. The Makers were truth, and only their unclouded eyes could find the one who was marked. The prophecy of the Unholy One was written. But through the ages, the warning grew faint until only the Con Maker herself and the High Priest of the Order D still whispered of he that would one day come to threaten their way of light. That's me, huh? So you see this symbol right here? That symbol right there is the symbol of the Doomslayer. I'm guessing that is the symbol of the Dark One. It's me. I'm that one. So Lost Soul. The Lost Soul has its origin among the damned, former humans who have fallen from the mortal world, doomed to an unliving eternity as sin-branded slaves of hell. The damned are seemingly endless in number, their populations growing by the thousands with each rise of the black sun. For many, the torturous existence of crushing slave labor is all that awaits. The bodies of the damned are brittle, and those who become broken in labor, their bodies ruined, dismembered, or otherwise incapable of servitude, are transported to the pits where their souls must be extracted for further use. Those fortunate enough to escape this process are what inevitably could become lost souls, their spirits transmogrified into physical form. The lost soul knows only madness, its memory a haunted image of its former mortal life. These creatures live a fleeting existence, roaming mindlessly, seeking only that which can grant them a final death. So that's the thing that we were killing down there at in that secret encounter. Okay, so alright. Okay, so we're going up here. What the hell is this? Slayer Gate. Slayer Gates are optional, intense encounters. Ammo and extra lives spent in a Slayer Gate will not be restored afterwards. Completion awards 3 weapon points and an Empyrean key. Each Slayer Gate is unlocked with a Slayer key, which is near the gate. So are they supposed to be like hard? Oh, it's up. That's actually above us. How the fuck do I get up there? Oh, there is another. nearby Slayer Putting all 6 Slayer Gates unlocks the Unmaker and Fortress of Doom. Oh yeah, so I've heard about that. So it's a weapon that you get. So the question is it's supposed to be like really hard? Oh. Nice, here we go. Dread Knight. Yeah, so this guy, a variation of the Hell Knight, the Dread Knight has been modified and hardwired for aggression. Armed with an exoprosthesis powering energy blade augments, the Dread Knight is a lethal result of UAC cultist engineering. Epinephrine regulators modulate the Dread Knight with an unbroken flow of rage-addled adrenaline, where its endorphin receptors have been synchronized to respond with the use of its arm-mounted blades. With each kill, the Dread Knight is injected with a flood of artificial dopamine. As a result of its augmentation, the Dread Knight is driven by a biochemically engineered state of pure, unbroken rage, a suffering for which respite can only be found in the act of the kill. Fuck. More armor. Hell yeah, look at that shit. And there's our Empyrean key. Wear all 6 to get activate the Maker device and unlock the Unmaker. I heard, yeah. So that's like a badass weapon that you get for doing all those. I can't wait that was fun actually. I really enjoyed that. So for those of you wondering anything, we're getting to be about an hour and a half now. We're going to continue to play like regardless.
The betrayer's life signal is nearby.
We're going to continue. We're going to basically do one level. It doesn't matter how long it takes us. You know, to like do a level. You know, we're gonna do like a level at a time, basically. I think that is... That's fair, because it's, you know, I think that some levels may take longer than others. You know, some parts might be, you know, like an hour, some may be an hour and a half. We could go 2 hours, you know. I don't really know. It really just depends on... Oh, there's a secret. I don't want to do that. Where is it? Yay, the Cocodemon toy! Yep, so that's what I was looking for. Alright, so we have everything but one last thing. Which obviously is going to be somewhere in here. This is another area. If anything's in.
There are motion sensors and artillery everywhere.
Okay. Who the hell is this guy?
I told you all to leave me here.
Betrayer.
I'm where I belong. Saving your people will not bring you peace. Only make the burden you carry worse.
Who the hell's this guy?
And now you seek to defy the Khan Maker herself. It is your people's time now to give penance, just as it was mine. Hear me, Slayer. When his heart is laid to rest, then his soul will be at peace. And so will mine.
Who the fuck is this guy? There's a little box here. Excuse me, can I have some background knowledge? Ooh, look, he's got like a hammer thing. Who are you? Maybe he's like another Doomslayer? Is there, I mean, there's not more than one, is there? There's only ever been one, right? Betrayer. Here we go. After years of prolonged war against the demonic threat invading their world, Argent D'Nur launched an offensive strike across dimensions, sending their greatest warriors into the heart of hell itself. Despite their training and their preparedness, their honor was undone by deceit. Betrayal at the highest levels of command left Argent D'Nur bravest warriors cut off and scattered in the hellscape. But of these last remaining Night Sentinels, only one remained in hell by choice, Betrayer of the Argenta. It was Commander Valen who relinquished the keys to the elemental sepulcher in return for his son's resurrection. Oh, so this was the guy. The guy that they talked about who was going to fuck everything up. Haunted by demonic visions, the image of his son's tortured existence plagued him without relent, the whispers of demons pushing him towards madness. In a moment of weakness, he fell prey to the demon's trickery, sealing the fate of Argent D'Nur and dooming the kingdom to which he swore a lifelong oath to protect. Valen chose exile in the hellscape for his sacrilege. Alright, well, good job. You fucked everything up for everybody. Guy. This is like Sandy. Sandy. My God. Yeah, this is gonna suck.
The extraction point has been identified. I will mark its location on your HUD.
That's nice. There's gonna be a secret around here somewhere. Ah, I want it. There's a... extra life. There we go. So what the hell? I'm having like 3 of these. Okay, so I'm guessing the idea is that we need to... Oh my fucking god, dude. This is like really garbage. Like, I had the feeling that this platforming shit was gonna suck. There we go. Okay, so we got all the secrets. Kinda... Ooh, is this squad damage? Squad damage? I don't know. Seems like... And I've died. I think I have like 10 extra lives. Okay, so, first of all, hold on a sec. It says like I have like 8 out of 10 or whatever the fuck. So we are in hell. so there's another combat thing back here. Let's go check that out real quick. I was saying, because it says like 9 out of 10, and I'm like, what the shit? But how do I get to this? Oh. This is a time one, I believe. Let's try it again, shall we? There we go. Alright, so I did get all 10 encounters. Let's go ahead and fast travel back to the Isle of Torment. That fast travel is really quick. We got all the secrets, we got all the things. There we go. Combat, done. Exploration, done. That, we got the Slayer Gate, we got the secret encounters. Corruption has been cleansed. Exploration. We have mods, the crystal, the codex, the battery, the runes, the key. Nice. Deluxe intro. And the Exaltation profile icon. Alright, so we'll go ahead and save and quit. So yeah, that is, so basically some parts might be longer than others, of course. You know, we're going to try to explore as much as we can the level and everything. Alright, we have new icons. Let's go ahead and do that one. I want to do that one for now. The Slayer, we also have. Yeah, let's do that one. That's cool. All right. Switch these up a little bit. Doot Revenant. Alright, well, that is going to do it for this part of Doom Eternal. When we return next time, we'll be back in the Fortress of Doom, and we will get to see what we have, what we can explore, and where we're going to be going next. So thank you all for joining me on part 2. I will see you all on the next part. Take care, and goodbye.